Yeah, you're sharing your screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Fine, yeah, I got it. Yeah. Oh,
Right. So here in this,
yeah.
as I have already given you that
Yeah,
that
I got that. I have also put it on PPT. We'll discuss point by point. You tell me. Yeah.
yes, sir. So basically, we want your inputs on the two roles. One is about training and capacity building of the project stakeholders or
Okay.
staffs, and
Yeah.
another one is facilitation of the nursery. And then the so may I understand your have you heard about this clean plan program, sir?
No, no, no. This is an NHB project. What is the title of that project?
The project is called as a clean plan program.
Yeah, Clean Plant Program. What NHB is trying to do, even at IAHR, you can see my photo background. That is the Indian Institute of Horticulture where I work. Okay, so in the Clean Plant Program, what the NHB is trying to do is they want to engage various nurseries for giving quality planting material. This is what we have understood. So our job will be to, for example, let us say dragon fruit is a new variety developed by IAHR. We have avocado, butterfruit and so on and so forth. So all the planting material will be given to the private nurseries and they are all certified nurseries. Okay, we have to go to the certified nurseries, organize them, and there are many FPOs also doing this nursery jobs. So we will be trying to train those people, maybe using our IHR people or even people from the Indian Agriculture Research Institute and all the NBPGR and so on and so forth, and the quality planting material will be developed.
Your voice has little bit gone down, sir.
Yeah, now are you able to hear now?
Yes, perfect, sir. Perfect.
Yeah. So we will be going to the various nurseries and the NHB along with the ICR institutes and the state agriculture universities will be developing the quality planting material. So we have to go to the various nurseries, train them, certify them. There will be one more expert to certify all these people. My job will be to develop the training program. Okay, maybe on a peripatic training. That means going to the nurseries and training or calling them to a central place. Okay, wherever KPMG is. Good afternoon, Maralaji, Ramji. Namaste, I am Dr. Jai Raghavendra Rao.
Hi, good evening, Sriram.
Good evening, sir. Yeah, I was just briefing how much I have understood.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi.
So basically, this particular project, how I conceived was, see now the National Horticulture Board is going to develop the quality planting material, and then all the quality planting materials will be inspected or certified by another expert who will be hired either from KPMG, and the person is going to say that this is a quality planting material, true to type and so on and so forth. Okay, and some planting material, they may be F1 hybrid which should be used only for one season, or in case of the vegetable crops, they will be OP, that is open pollinated varieties. And then we are going to train them directly on the nursery or in a farmer producer organization venue or on a venue where KPMG is going to call them at some central place. Okay, maybe you can hire out some training things. We have IIT here, Indian Agriculture Technology things. They will also rent out some venue for you to do the training. So, and we will also go to the various nurseries and what are the precautions they have to take, okay, how they should do it and how the output is going to be tested, certified, and then it will be supplied through various for all the stakeholders. This is what I understood, sir.
Right, sir.
Yeah, now we can speak.
Yes, sir. So the one area that we are trying to understand is what are the relevant trainings required for building the capacity for the project staff and the staff who will be involved from ICAR to this specific funded project.
Yeah, see now the KPMG has got a huge project staff who will be implementing this particular clean plant material program or whatever. So we will organize a short duration program, 3 days, For example, at IAHR, we have got this nursery management technique program. We have got this plant propagation. We have got product cultivation program. So various programs are already there. So we will be administering it along with IAHR, let us say. So maybe at a later date, we will also, the KPMG along with NHB will request the IAHR director, or you can also request the agriculture university. We have the agriculture university, a state agriculture university, which is UAS Bangalore, UAS Dharwad, wherever the nurserymen are there, the nearest university will be contacted through KPMG, NHB, and so on and so forth. And that is going to become the venue where all these trainers, so we have all these horticulture nursery people who hold a PhD in horticulture or a PhD like me. So we will be organizing those training programs at the Krishi Vigyan Kendra level, KVK level. See, recently I was in this Vikasit Krishi Abhiyan. I was in KVK Gangavati. As you already know, that there are 720 Krishi Vigyan Kendras. Almost one Krishi Vigyan Kendra for every district. So there are totally 700 districts in India. So wherever the clean planting program, for example, you want to give makhana planting material in Bihar. For example, you want to give the lychee planting material in Bihar. The NHB wants to give. Or it wants to promote this Kesar Alfonso in Maharashtra and Karnataka. Our northern Karnataka grows these things. So wherever such planting materials are required, the root planting material will come from the nurseries, and then there will be already certified nurseries whom we will have to tap. So the KPMG will be tapping these nurserymen already existing, already coordinated and already trained by the various agriculture universities and ICR institutes. So my job as a facilitator will be to link up all these people, okay, organize small short duration training programs, 3 days to almost 1 week. So no training program will be more than 1 week. And obviously if it is a peripatic training, that means if we give the training in the nursery itself, so we will be giving only the training material cost, and then some their boarding is going to be taken care. If they come to the Krishi Vigyan Kendra, then the lodging training budget also will be included. Training material, hands-on training. Okay, maybe we will have to give them some small secateurs. There is a horticulture kit. Okay, all those things will be given. Grow bags, cocoa peat. So these are all forming the training material. Then once when the planting material is going to be developed, so these nurserymen or the Krishi Vigyan Kendra trainers or the KPMG people will become the master trainers. So these master trainers will further train the farmers or nurserymen, and this is how the multiplier effect will go on. I think so far I have understood the whole project correctly, and that's the reason I have tried to be in this. You can ask further questions, I will answer.
Right, sir. So when you say that we will, so you could see the points that I have noted down, right?
Yeah, I have got the point. I have also got it on my PowerPoint. Yeah, you ask me the queries and how it will be developed, I will tell you. Yeah.
So here we need to train the staff, project staff.
Yes.
Who will be already scientists in the horticulture field, who will be already in the horticulture board. So
yeah.
What kind of training we need to give them, and what are the different modules that we can cover?
Correct.
Basically, we need to do a training need assessment, and
yes.
then conduct a training program based on the need basis. But what do we want to be?
Okay.
Sir, how we will get to know what are their requirements, sir?
Yeah, that's it. No, you do. You make me a presenter. I will just share a PPT I have prepared for you, and so that it will become very clear there. Yeah. Just allow me to share my PPT.
Sure, sir.
Okay, I will share now. Okay,
yes,
I will go to share. Okay, window or screen. Okay, entire screen. Allow. Okay. Okay, now my screen is visible. I go to the PPT. Okay, I go to the slideshow. Yeah, are you able to see my screen, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, so this is the first screen. I am Jai Raghavendra. I've already told you, introduced BSc, MSc, PhD, MBA guy. I am presently a principal scientist at the Indian Institute of Horticulture. The background photo you are seeing on the meet. Okay, so we are already doing this, and 1 minute. We'll directly go to, yeah. So this is what Madam Dhanupriya had given me. Okay, how the Institute Development Expert Horticulture will be preparing the training plan and how to organize the things and managing training activities, implementation to seminars, workshop and all that. Okay, all these things we have just discussed till now. Okay, we'll just quickly go. Just a minute, 1 minute. I'll go to the slideshow, the relevant slide. Fine. So this is what Sriram was asking. How are we going to do the training design, the development? How are we going to do it? So now already let us say we are going to, okay, I will just go to, see now we are going to assess the training need. So what is the C is called the critical training need. What are the required skills and what are the possessed skills? See, somebody may be an ICR scientist, somebody may be our officer in the National Horticulture Board, somebody may be from KPMG. Okay, for example, he should know how he is going to use ChatGPT, how he is going to do. See, for example, this is how the whole training model is going to do. There are a lot of expectations from the NHB already coming. So we are going to expose this expectation. Now let us say Kamalam plant or the dragon fruit it's called, or avocado butter fruit, or let us say mango grafts have to be prepared. So now we are going to train this particular, see look at this, this is called the TNAT, that means it is called the training need assessment. So in this grade, so for example he may not know what is the bud grafting, what is in situ grafting, okay, what are the root stocks to be used in mango, okay, and then at what stage he is going to do, whether a bud graft is going to be good or a veneer graft is going to be good. So and what is his present ability to identify or develop these grafts, this quality material. See, there are some very big shots who can just by seeing a mango plant and the leaf, they will tell you it is an Alfonso mango or it's a Totapuri mango or whatever. So now, like this, we are going to go skill by skill and identify the critical training needs which is required for the job. So minimum awareness is required by the NHB staff and by the ICR people or by the KPMG team which is going to be hired for the whole job. And then the nursery men are also in the field, so they might not know some nitty-gritties. See, for example, when you are going to graft, you have to tie that particular, one particular plastic tape will be there. There is a small gel, just like a toothpaste, which has to be applied to enhance the graft material. So this is how we are going to do. And then, we are going to identify the training needs sector by sector, plant by plant, mango, avocado, dragon fruit, okay, or vegetable seed production. For example, if you go to the vegetable seed production, okay, for example, how the OP varieties, the open pollinated varieties are multiplied, how the F1 hybrids are multiplied. See, for example, if you come to the Rani Bennur area where our hybrid vegetable seed production is there, only the F1 seed will be used. Further, no farmer can keep the planting material. Similarly, avocado has got a root stock and scion issue, mango is having a root stock and scion issue. Okay, in case of grapes planting material also, there is a root stock and scion. So like this, every training need is going to be identified. We are going to put it in the in an Excel sheet. We are going to capture it, and the training need may be at a mastery level or it's very difficult. Okay, budding, grafting, all those things we are going to identify. And the trainer's roles are going to be, I'll be a consultant, administrator. We will design this training program for mango separately, for each and every crop separately, for winter season nursery may be there. See, nurseries can be on the winter season, it can be on a summer, on a rainy season, at what time the pruning has to be done. So what are the psychomotor skills possessed by the nurserymen, the farmers and the scientists on the NHB and KPMG team. So all those things are there. I'll just stop sharing, otherwise it becomes a theory session. Okay, I'll just stop sharing. Okay, stop presenting. Yeah. So like this we can go on and on. So first of all, the training needs for the particular planting material, when the hiring and when you get the project and it takes off, very systematically in the first 2-3 months we will get the training need. We are already put it on our Excel sheet, state-wise, taluk-wise, nursery-wise. Okay, there are about 10,000 farmer producer organizations in India as on date, which are promoted by the Small Farmer Agri Consortium and NABARD. So we will see who is the best person to conduct this training or receive the training, and who is the person whom we can give a contract and get all our planting material multiplied and at what cost. So when the NHB has given some budget, okay, we have to work out within the budget, and then as per the KPMG guidelines, we will be doing this job.
Correct.
Now over to you for questions, sir.
Yes, sir. So you have given the overall framework that we are going to use, which we are also usually following as per the project protocol.
Yeah.
So coming back to the point of training areas, could you list down? So you have been observing the people in the horticulture value chain.
Yeah.
So if you could identify a few areas that we need to focus when it comes to a novel project like the Clean Plant Center, where the hygiene, the safety protocol, or maintaining the whole viral-free environment, disease-free environment,
Yeah.
segregating the clean plants, how to remove, how to identify the pest or disease at the start, and then QC, QA, all those are very important. And as you said, these people will be master trainers, and they would go further and train the nurseries or monitor the nursery on behalf of the project office, project management office. So could you identify the areas that?
Yeah, I will give a brief, and once when we are in the detailed, things will flow. Right now, let me give an example. Now let us say the government of India, National Horticulture Board wishes to, kamalam, the dragon fruit they want to spread. So dragon fruit is a cactus type of plant. It is exactly behind that building of IAHR. I could have shown you some plants. So that comes out by the cuttings. Okay. So now there are hardly a few people who develop this dragon fruit cuttings. Suppose if it comes to mango, okay, there's a question of stock and scion. We have Bappakai, Volur, okay, even our Totapuri mango is a rootstock. So now suppose we are trying to develop a mango variety for Bihar. Let us say Langra variety is there. So there is a native mango for Bihar, which is a very hardy plant on which a Dasheri or a Langra is going to be grafted. So it will change with respect to the situation. So what nursery training we give in Bihar may be totally different in what training we give in Mysore, which is a purely Raspuri area. For example, we go to a bit northern to Maharashtra, where we have Kesar Alfonso, a very high premium mango which sells at 300 rupees a kilo. So every grafted plant, every training will not have the same content. The content changes with respect to the 126 agroecological zones in India. So this is how even the horticulture training is also going to do. This is the planting material. Okay, now once when the planting is already done, there are some pruning schedules. Maybe in case of grape, we have a back pruning, we have a summer pruning and so on. Even in case of mango, after the harvest is done, this is the right time. In June, we give one pruning with all Bordeaux paste and all that. And when the flowering comes in mango in the month of February, we give a different gibberellic acid spray, and then we also give foliar spray. See, now that you know that the DAP and all is very shortage in India, so the nano DAP has come from IFCO. Okay, all those things are there. And even in IAHR, we have this Arca Microbial Consortia. So many new technologies have come which are going in the agronomic practice. The first one was the plant propagation part, where the planting material has to be developed and we have to train. Second thing is there are small agronomic practices which both the nurseryman has to follow, our KPMG team has to follow, the NHB team has to follow. And while also propagating all these things, they will be giving this small horticulture advisory as well. Then obviously plant protection, for example, Alfonso suffers from what is called as the fruit fly, Docus dorsalis. So now if the fruit fly has to be avoided between the months of December to February, these are the 3 crucial months where the flowering of mango occurs, and this particular fruit fly lays the eggs in this season. So obviously we will have to use a trap, or we'll have to use some fumigation. There are so many methods to do it. So these are all becoming part and parcel of the small nitty-gritty training needs, which we will be training them. And even during harvest and post-harvest also, okay, then you will have to harvest the mango along with the pedicel. Many people shake the tree and they don't use the mango harvester, whether it's a Dapoli harvester or it's an IAHR harvester. So right tools for the right job for a quality planting and then getting the best yield. And as you already know that today the horticulture production is a record 354 million tons plus. But hardly there is any value addition. Even simple handling, grading, we require training. And even obviously when you go to the processing part, which is a much later part, may not be the terms of reference of this particular meeting. So there are many such things which can be trained. Thank you. Over to you for questions, please.
Okay, sir. So I have noted down a few areas where the officials need to be trained. One is the crop specific propagation methods for improved variety.
Yeah.
And planting materials, good horticultural practices, and new or novel agronomic technologies for nursery, and plant protection methods. So these are the 3 topics that I have noted down.
Okay.
If I miss, of course you can highlight, sir.
Yeah. So right now at the time of proposal, see, let me give a brief where when the project develops and how you will budget, because you have hardly 3-4 days to submit it. One is you took all the biodata. The second, the content part, see each training, now let us say the 25 nursery men have to be trained. So 25 nursery men for 1 week, obviously they're bored and lodged at whatever things. Then the honorarium part for the resource persons coming, then the transport cost, okay, the training materials which you are going to give, whether it's some small horticulture implements, okay, and then your videography charges and so on and so forth. So, and then we will also give them a skill test, because we want to see how much they have internalized the skill or the knowledge. Knowledge is easy to internalize, skill is a bit difficult because skill trainings are slightly different than knowledge trainings. It is not just we do something on Google Meet and they will learn and go. So we will also train them on the skill, and how many of them are very serious, and after the training, how many nursery men would like to adopt our KPMG practice and go along with NHB, and are they ready to disperse the planting material only through this particular project? It has to be seen. It is not that he will be trained very nicely and he develops very good quality planting material and he just vanishes like a bird. So all those MOUs and binding them together with some MOU or whatever it is, that KPMG will be looking at. Over to you for questions, please.
So I got all sorts of points from you, sir. Sriram, do you have any points to add or questions?
Yeah, Sriram sir can ask.
Hello.
Yeah, Sriram.
Yes, done. So this is the doubt I have. So crop wise we have to do the assessment.
Yeah.
So maybe during implementation we'll cover that point, right? Understood. So sir, at least can you give 3-4? Maybe in terms of collaboration.
Yeah.
Likewise, so what is the best institute to collaborate from the industry or from the research institutes also to understand the ongoing issues?
See, obviously the institute where I am earning my bread and butter, the Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, is also #1 institute in the ICR. So this will be the first point of contact. We will be writing a letter to the director. I will also speak to Dr. D.K. Behra, although I am going to retire in the month of August. Nothing to worry. Retirement ke pehle bhi, retirement ke baad bhi. So after this institute is over, we can, for mango, we can contract the Central Institute of Tropical Horticulture at Researcher at Lucknow, which is called as a Mango Institute. Then we have a National Research Center on grapes, okay, which is situated at Pune.
We have to,
yeah.
Sorry for the interruption. Anyway, we have to establish the CPCs in all these research institutes, right, Dhanu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dhanu madam, why don't you react?
Yeah. Sriram?
Mm-hmm. So anyway, we have to set up a CPCs in these 9. They have proposed
ICAR.
9
ICARs, yes.
Yeah, in ICR. And yeah, the second point of CPP would be the agriculture universities. Anyway, once when we are all inside, we can make a list of the subject matter specialists in different things. For example, if it is banana, we have the National Research Center of Banana at Trichy. Okay, then we have the National Research Center of Grapes that is situated in Pune. Okay, then we have National Research Center for Onion and Garlic at Nasik. So like that there are different institutes, okay, from where we will be getting a pool of subject matter specialists for training. Okay, and then there are already enlisted nurseries and certified nurseries. Okay, we can take hold of them so that we don't train the first standard boy, we train somewhat a higher level nurserymen and also the KPMG staff who are somewhat related with agriculture, horticulture or so. So this is how we get the trainers pool and the trainee pool and the nurseryman pool. Yeah. Thank you. Over to you for questions.
Okay. Right, sir.
Yes,
sir. So you must have prepared a lot of calendars, no, sir. IHR conducts, trainings across the year.
Yeah.
So could you suggest training calendar, sir?
Yeah. No. We will suggest a training calendar. I will hand over a prototype to you how we do the training budget. So now let us say 20 for nurserymen, their board and lot charges are what you wish to give may be different. When we train farmers, the training budget is different. When we train subject matter specialists and assistant professor and above, the training calendar and training budget is different. So maybe 1 or 2 templates I will share it with you how a training budget is done. Based on that, you can prepare that how many trainings and how many nurserymen and how many people you would like to cover in a period of 48 months. So because this whole project is for 2 years, it is for a period of 48 months if I am not understood correctly. So for a period of 48 months, how many people will be trained in which locale? So based on that, we will work out the budget and the nearest Krishi Vigyan Kendra in that particular thing. Suppose you want to conduct a training in Nagpur, so for mandarins. So obviously the National Research Center on citrus will be contacted. So like that I will prepare 1 or 2 examples and hand it over to you. Yeah.
Okay,
over to
sir.
you for questions, please. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Perfect, sir.
Yeah. So now you at the time of budgeting or at the time of pitching this particular whole project, so you will be giving the number of clients, number of nurserymen, number of resource persons to be drawn from the ICR, Agriculture University or the pool, and then over a period of 48 months how we execute it. With all the MOUs required, we can do it.
Yes, sir. We need to calculate that.
You have to calculate that. I told you normally, I'll just give a rough shell so that you will get an idea. See, normally for a boarding and lodging, at a farmer's level, we budget around 500 rupees of boarding per day with accommodation under 500 rupees. So, but if it is an assistant professor and above, suppose I am a principal scientist, okay? So my per day boarding is 1,500 rupees. So, and then the lodging will be around 7,500 if I stay in a hotel. But I don't stay, but we stay wherever they give it. So like that we will prepare the budget, and suppose it's a resource person. See, now normally a scientist, a principal scientist is going to take a class. So you have to budget him at the rate of 2,000 rupees per hour. So this is the honorarium we wish to pay. And each resource person cannot get more than 5,000 rupees per day. That is called the Joel's committee report. So even if they wish, they cannot take. Yeah, like that there are so many things, small things. You can first budget it, okay, and then the travel of the consultant, how many nurseries he will go, whether he will take a taxi or he will, how does he travel, all those things you can budget the actuals. That's not an issue. For example, a principal scientist will travel in first AC, okay, and then a technician will travel in second AC, like that. So these are the actual fares.
Understood.
That's all. So that is how a training budget will be made. Okay, and the venue cost also will be there. Then the Zoom and other online cost. I think you will have to pay something for that. And then the venue cost. Suppose if IHR gives you a venue, they will charge some institutional charges. So that you have to work out with each and every institute. If it is done at a Krishi Vigyan Kendra, the training program will be a collaborative program between the Krishi Vigyan Kendra, the nearest agriculture university, and KPMG and NHB. So if KPMG or NHB has to own the training program, okay, then this collaboration will not work sometimes. See, because every institute is not a chowdhury to give a room on rent. So suppose if IHR is involved, so IHR will say that I am also a part of this project. Okay, please look out, there are some small nitty-gritties I will be telling you at a later date. So if KPMG has to own, you will have to have your own venue or whatever it is. Over to you for questions, please.
Right, sir. The suggestion of collaboration or signing of MOU is feasible because training a large group of people outside of the Horticulture Institute or KVK is not actually helpful for them, because it would be helpful if they are in the environment where they can also have hands-on experience or exposure or go to a field. So I believe collaboration with regional institutes would be helpful, sir. You could
I think TOTs are required, no?
Exactly. Training of the trainers. So that's what sir was saying. Master trainers.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Sriram sir, I will. Marala garu. Okay. Nimshamu. I think Marala, you are a Telugu man. I don't know. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because I worked in Naram, Hyderabad for almost 20 years. My wife is a Telugu. Okay. I am a Kannada guy. Okay. It's all right. See now, sir, regarding the collaborative programs, please understand, see now I don't know what are the TOR. The KPMG may have a TOR, then it may say that it will run the program for NHB. That is how we are bidding. See, suppose if IHR comes, they will take the credit. Let them take. If you are interested, they will take. And see, suppose if IHR collaboration, you want to develop the mango planting material, example. So the IHR will ask you to deposit whatever funds you have received to IHR, and IHR will run the program. KPMG will not run. So there are some nitty-gritties like that. At the time of budgeting and at the time of pitching it, one has to be very careful. Any ICR institute, this is the rule. See, suppose Krishi Vigyan Kendra also will have routine, they will have 12 to 15 training programs per year. But the outside programs will be done as a KVK program. It won't be done as a KPMG or NHB program. It will be, see, for example, I have been running a lot of collaborative programs. Suppose Manage gives funds, let us say, Manage deposits, let us say for a 3-day online training program, it will deposit 1 lakh rupees in the IAHR account. I am the coordinator from this side. So the training program title will be Collaborative Training Program of Manage and IAHR on Nursery Propagation Techniques. Like that it will come.
Agree, sir. Agree with your word. Agree.
Yeah. So at the time of budgeting, one you just be a little cautious about this. How you want to take the credit from KPMG part.
Okay.
Yeah. Over to you for questions, please.
I'm clear, sir. I'm clear. Shivam, so if you have any questions, please add.
No, I'm good.
Perfect, sir. Perfect.
Yeah. So we will again meet. I will share some templates with you.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. Hope to collaborate with you. Otherwise, it's okay. This is a knowledge sharing platform, and this is how it works. And then the NHB also may have certain guidelines and restrictions of how KPMG executes these things. And obviously they will be doing it. So all those things will be taken care. Yes, sir.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you so much for your.
Okay, so we leave the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.